What's up, shipheads? How's it going out there? Welcome to Trek Mods. Hope you guys enjoyed Canadian Starships. See if anybody got kicked over. Not yet. I don't see any viewers in the chat yet. So I'm just going to go ahead and it's just me. There, we got some people jumping in. Oh, there's Todd. Hello and good evening. Hello, Todd. Good evening to you. Hello, Andrew. Nice job on the Enterprise there tonight. Some pretty good technical work there with the putty, getting those cracks filled in. That the way that steps up there on the kit, I don't know. You think they could do? You say they're addressing that on the next issue of the kit or on the next production run. That would be nice if you didn't have to. If you didn't have to deal with that. We are here, and the redirected. So when the redirected, there's 8 of us here. All right, so I'm picking up from where I left off last night. I made this underside piece here full of little greeblies and details. There. So I made this little underside piece full of greeblies and details for the bottom of this. And I got another one. I did all the filing right at the end of Andrew's stream, so you guys wouldn't have to listen to it. So I'm just going to pop this off. I just glued it on there. A couple little temporary dots just so that I could shape this. It looks like the end here broke a little bit. Try not to break that right off. There we go. Looks like I'll have to glue that. I might end up just cutting these little rings right off. I got them filled with, got Andrew's comment on the screen still. That's the newbie in me. So yeah, I got these little holes filled with translucent yellow paint, but I'm not sure if that's gonna cut it. I'd rather have like a fiber optic tube up in there, right? So I'm trying this stuff. The problem with this is that it's on a spool and it's curved, and it's very difficult to heat this evenly and try to get that to straighten out. Just turn the brightness down on this a little bit. That's a little better. There's Alec. Alec's saying hi. Hi, Alec. How are you? Thanks for joining. There's Cameron. Thanks for joining, Cam. How you doing tonight, buddy? Saying hi to everybody out there in the chat. So welcome to Keeping Up with the Cardassians. Oh, the Cardassians. Definitely not the Cardassians. I don't know why I said that. So I'll deal with these tips later. So I'm not gonna duplicate this. I have different pieces, a bunch of different stuff that's gonna go on this side. I'm just gonna smooth that out a little bit. It's got like a sort of a shiny plastic coating on here. Hopefully that's not hurting everybody's ear holes. I'm almost done setting up my work area here. I had to build myself a new desk because the desk I had just wasn't cutting it. I didn't have enough surface room table to work. I only had like a little small area, and it's constantly getting piled up with tools and stuff. So as you can see, there's a lot less of these on my table. Found this at the gas pump there the other day. on the ground when I was getting some gas. Looks like the inside of a toy car wheel, like a rim. I don't know, I just thought it was cool. It has a cool pattern to it. I can use that on a model somewhere sometime. Oh, Howard joined us. Howard, right on. Thank you very much, Howard. I appreciate that. Let's see, we got the Thank you, Howard. I appreciate that. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining and checking out what I'm doing here. So I'm just trying to rough this up a little bit so I can glue stuff to it. So I got some bits here. I got the impulse unit from the Reliant kit. I got a piece of the bottom of the Reliant kit that I cut away. So we got some little details there. Just get over here 1 second. There. So as I was cleaning up and organizing today, I found a whole bunch of stuff. I didn't use this stuff on the NX-01. So I got a bunch of little pieces. I got the little antenna. Got one of the dishes. I don't know if I'll use that. Got some of these triangle details here. Sort of triangular pieces. So I don't know, those might work. Sort of like that. Those aren't the same. Those are not the same. Okay, maybe we won't use those. We got some little phaser turret heads. Just get that out of there. There's Alex saying LOL. Hello, Alec. I bet you can really hear my mouse clicking away. So we got these little nipply things here from the Reliant phaser strips. Got the NX-01 dish. Didn't use that, of course, because I made the lit up dish. I don't know if I'm going to do that. That would be cool on something else. Let's put that here. Got the deflector from the Enterprise as well, which I also didn't use. And that's too big. That's like the shuttle bay dome. Let's see. So we got these little guys. We got these fins. I believe this was supposed to be on the Excelsior. I think that's a perfect detail right there. So we're going to start with those. Start with the little fins. Just get in a little closer here. Yeah, we got Buck. Howard says, just a friendly reminder, please hit the like and subscribe if you've not already done so. It helps Jody out. Yes, it does help me out. Hit that subscribe if you're watching and you haven't subscribed. I'm up to just 460, 400 or 560 something like that. 560 subscribers. Thanks, Howard, for that reminder. Buck's here. Says, hey, Jody, ignore me. I'm not really here. Oh, Buck's not here? What's with all these fingers then? Buck must be number one. Buck stealing the chat. Hi, golf and crap. There's Steve. How you doing, Steve? Good to see you. Thanks for joining, buddy. What's going on? Working on the Cardassian mod piece there. These back little claw things. I did this on the group stream last night. So what I've done was separated. This is supposed to go on the tail of the Cardassian ship, All right, goes right on the end here. But I've separated that so I can make two out of it. And I made a bottom plate and added a bunch of details to said plate so that it's not just a flat thing. So now I'm doing that to this one, and I'm just going through my little parts and little bits and things. Got this little bit right here. Can't remember what that's from, but we'll add that. So we got these two little boobies. These are like it's still on the little mounting piece, but leave that on there. It's kind of cool. Okay, so let's start out with the these flat ones here. Maybe I'll just get rid of the little I'll just get rid of the little bumps from the sprue. Let's see, Buck says, not golf, goat, according to some. Buck's the goat, the greatest of all time. LOL, come on, Howard. Please at least drop the C. And Buck says, and it should be carp now. It should be carp now. You know, a garbage fish. Carp is a garbage fish? What about cod? How do you feel about cod? Or Arctic char? I'm not really a fan of fish that's not caught out of the lake. That's mostly the kind of fish that I've eaten. We'll get the Captain Highliner stuff once in a while. Have a little fish sticks just because it's quick and easy, but I won't like get fish at a restaurant or anything like that. Pike, pickerel, which you guys know as walleye, but we call them pickerel, and perch, lake fish. Not a fan of ocean fish. That's just me. I'm weird. There's a lot of foods I don't like. I don't like mushrooms. Don't like olives. I'm not really crazy about steak. I prefer like ground beef over steak, or chicken. I prefer chicken. Not really much of a steak guy. Howard says he's definitely not getting any calamari. No, I hear you there. I'm not getting any calamari. Buddy of mine got some once. Well, yeah, calamari's great. Just try a piece. So I tried a piece. It was like this little ring, like that. But I don't know. It looked like a really small rubber band. And I chewed it, and I was like, "You're an asshole. This is an elastic rubber band, you jerk." And he's like, "No, man, that's what it is." It's like, that's awful and terrible. Why would I want to eat a rubber band that tastes awful? Disgusting. It was disgusting, it was. Oh, I was disgusted. So no sushi? No, I don't eat sushi. You know why? Sushi shits her pants. That's why. But no, my kid loves sushi. She gets sushi all the time. My wife likes sushi, but only certain kinds. She's not a fan of the sashimi, the totally raw style of sushi. That one there. Now, I'm a pretty simple eater. I like basic stuff. I'm basic. Just try to get this symmetrically as possible. Sometimes it's better for me to look at the monitor and see where I'm at there. There we go. Oh, it got really warm. Doesn't usually get that warm. There we go. Those. Okay, so I want to use this piece right here. On the other side, I use the piece from the bottom of the Excelsior. That would be like the part on the cutaway that's supposed to be like a phaser cannon or something like that. So I can put this in something like that. I'm going to trim it. Beep. The telltale sign. Yeah, gross. Calamari? Yeah, man.
Ew, that's gross!
Calamari. Steve's laughing out loud. Cam's puking out loud. Todd had calamari once. Calamari salad. It was like eating rubbery shoelaces. Yeah, they're like little loops of rubber bands. Ugh. Yeah, barf. Grass, man. Grass. I don't even like shrimp. I don't like shrimp or lobster or crab. Anything like that. Anything that comes from the ocean. Those things are bugs. Crabs and lobsters, they're just giant insects. Just giant invertebrates. Well, thank you. If I'm going to eat a thing that was alive, I want it to have had a spine. Like, who's the first person that opened up an oyster and looked at an oyster and went, yeah, that looks good. Smells great too. I'm going to eat this thing. Yeah. Really? And then I told their buddy, yeah, no, trust me. Trust me, this thing's good. I don't know. They must have been starving. You'd have to be pretty desperate to open up an oyster and go, yep, that looks good. Here, buddy, try this. No thanks. What is that? Trust me, it's delicious. Where'd you get that? Howard says, oh, shrimp I like. Yeah, most people like shrimp. I know. Tried a few times. Not a fan. That's the smell. I don't want to eat something that smells bad. Why do I want to eat something that stinks? Ugh. Lobster equals sea scorpion. Yes, absolutely, Todd. It's a sea scorpion. It's a decapod. Very, very similar to a scorpion. They're both arthropods. They both have exoskeletons. They're both disgusting. But we eat a pound of bugs every year. Yeah, but not on purpose. We're not picking them up and choosing to eat them. You don't wake up and say, oh, those spiders I ate last night are really hitting the spot. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm not going to use that block there just because this is my microphone and it's way too loud right underneath there. I got to invest in a better quality. Need a better microphone. Really having a hard time with this. How am I going to hold on to this? Oh. Sometimes your brain goes backwards. That's why I rave about this thing all the time. And then I didn't even consider my own ravings. My own maniacal ramblings on about the fret leveling beam. And I went to try to hold on to it, file it this way like a schmo. There we go. Buck says, I'm giving you a better microphone at Wonderfest. No, Buck, I'll get a microphone. Once I start making a little bit of revenue here, I'm on my way, man. I'm on my way. I just need to figure out how to get paid from YouTube. I don't know how to get my money. It's sitting there. It shows half of it's there. I don't know. From what Howard and Todd have donated to me so far since I started live streaming, it's showing half of that amount in the Google thing. Buck says, it's my old mic. I don't use it anymore. All right, Buck, if you insist. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. As long as you're not going out of your way and spending extra money to get me a mic, if it's your old one, I'm cool with that. YouTube takes 30%. Yeah, but it's showing more than 30%. I don't know how to explain it. It might be just not showing yet, or it's already calculated. I don't understand stuff like that. I'm not financially knowledgeable about anything, really. It's one of the reasons I've never been able to succeed, on a monetary level anyways for my whole life, because none of that stuff makes any sense to me. Stop it. It's not what I was getting at. Howard says, when we win the lottery, we'll send you a mic and a gift card. Todd actually gave me mics. He sent me mics. It's just they only last like about 30 minutes. And cut myself off there. Thank you, Todd, so much, really. I appreciate all that. I wasn't hinting for that, though, but I really do appreciate it. Buck says, you need to set up a hyper wallet. So, yeah, I did the AdSense thing, Buck. You have to, and I have reached the threshold. But there's the thing. See, if I look on my YouTube Studio, where it shows your earnings, it shows $207. And if I look at the AdSense account, it shows $98. And it says you've reached 98% of your threshold. And it's been like over a week and a half since the last one. Well, besides that one, thank you again, Todd. But it's been like almost a couple weeks. Really, Jody? Interrupting yourself? Yes. Someone's got to interrupt me. There's nobody else here to talk to me to tell me to shut up. So your hyper wallet, I don't know what that is. See, I thought I could link it to my PayPal account. But I think it wants me to link a bank account to it. Todd saying, isn't there a minimum? Yeah, the minimum is $100. The threshold is $100. I'm just trying to figure this stuff out. That's all. Anyways, let's get back to so Buck says you have to hit $100 before you can move funds. Hyperwallet will link it to PayPal. Okay, so what's Hyperwallet? Another service that you have to get an account with? Yes, $100 in AdSense to pay out. But what happened to the other 108 or $12? I know they take 30%, but that's more than 30%. That's over 50%. The YouTube total doesn't count. Okay. Okay, I think that's smoothed out enough. Alex saying now I'm a fish. Guess so. If you're gonna swim with the big fishes, you're gonna be a fish. You're getting a little bit fishy over there. Fuck says YouTube stole it. Howard donates on his phone. Apple takes 30%. YouTube takes 30%. What's left? Yeah. 40%. Okay, so where am I going to put this thing? I'm going to put it maybe like this. Yeah. So I'm going to go like this. We need a little wall, another extra piece there. So I'll use the piece from right here so it has a bit of details. Right. So we're going to get rid of that. Okay, so right there. Fit right up. Wonder if I can keep those little down there. No. Nah. Nah. Okay. What's going on here? Confused alien robot poltergeist. Carp. Ah, carp. I'm surprised you're not calling me angler or one of the deep sea fish that look like aliens. Well, I might be inclined to call you an angler occasionally because of all the angling you do. Have you seen carp? They look alien. They look weird, eh? And that's basically what a koi fish is a fancy carp. They got weird faces, weird eyes, really weird fish. At the end of their life, yes. Oh, have only looked into the eyes of a carp as I suffocated. You're not young for a fish. And by the way, StreamYards is down to $180 per person for 26. Wow, thank you, Howard. Yes, thank you, Howard. I'll try to make my contribution as soon as I can. A basement dweller. A deep sea fish fits much more. Yeah, you're a deep sea. You're one of those sea cucumbers wiggling along the bottom, undulating through the sand, siphoning up particles from the ocean floor below. Alright, let's get this excess removed. Pop that off. So that gives me enough right there. Yep. Yep, that gives me enough to deal with. I just gotta flatten it down, smooth it out. Basement dweller. Eater. Right. A bit more over him. Okay, so I'm not going to worry about the ends because those are getting cut off. Oh, I hate when that happens. Then I pop it off and it all comes oozing out of there like an oozy. Come on. A whole bunch of comments here. Howard says you could call you a poop stain, which would be Pit Stain Jr., Ian Frank Jr., Shish Kebab, Confused Roll. Okay. Kraken or the Crackhead. So if I give another 1,000, I'll have it paid off. Well, you got to start joining the streams, Howard. Join the streams and play with us. Did I put that on the wrong? That's fine. Whatever. I did. Doesn't matter. I put it on the wrong surface because I was distracted. I was distracted by the world. Get down in there. Alright, I have to break out the chisel blade. So it's become unglued. It's come undone. Just giving another quick little sand job over here. Doing that off screen. You guys don't need to see the sand job. Okay. Maybe now I'll put it where I wanted to put it in the first place. Since it came off and everything. Oh, just noticed it. Howard. Thank you. Come on, man. Dash. Wow, really? That's crazy amazing. Thank you. Really appreciate that. This isn't joining enough. Well, I'd like to see you on the screen and on the stream with us, chatting in person and building your models. That would be really cool, man. Buck says Dash Riptide, yes and no, $1,000 to go, but through YouTube, Apple, and YouTube would make it closer to 2,000. Wow, that's crazy. They really. Why does Apple take it? I don't understand. Because you use an iPhone, so they think they're entitled to a share of any transaction that is used by an iPhone? That's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Howard, get an Android phone, man. Get a Samsung or something like that, or a Motorola. iPhones are overrated. You don't need one anyways. Yes, you don't have to do that, Howard. We appreciate anything you give. I appreciate just the fact that you watch and comment and stuff, man. I love that. Not if I donate on my computer. Okay. Buck says you should join, Howard, even just via your phone, and you could leave the camera off if you want to just chat. Yeah, man, that would be cool if you're just in the chat talking to us. So if I won the lottery, probably get HTM a lifetime StreamYard account. That would be crazy. That would be crazy generous. I know you're already crazy generous anyways, man. I know we'd love to have you join on Woody Wednesday. Yeah, that would be awesome. You want me to be a poltergeist? No, we want people that are alive. That's exactly it. The Apple universe, Todd says. So Howard just built pack 8 and starting on pack 9. Of which one? Which one are you on, Howard? Android takes their cut. Just think Apple Pay takes for every transaction action. Transaction action! Just wait, Jody. When you make your AdSense move to your PayPal, they will take money too. Ooh, PayPal? All 8 cents each transfer. Wow. 8 cents? 8 cents! Oh, wait. $0.08! Was that fun? Did you guys like that? He's on pack 9. He just told you. Pack 9 of what? Pack 9 of what? Drink just is 9th 6-pack? So is that what it is? I'm on pack 9 and I'm about to go for pack 10. After this pack and the next pack, there's only 2 packs left. Pack 9. Okay, every time I go to cut this, it wants to pop off. As soon as I finish paying for my crypt, I just threw another 1,200 at it. A crypt! Well, if you do get a crypt, I hope you tell us some tales. Yeah, that was a far stretch there. Reaching out far for that one. Okay. So I gotta glue this again. You know what? Yeah. Let's hit it with this stuff. Oh, is that even gonna come out? Looks like I got a what do you call it there? Do I have that one? I don't have a lot of the. No, I don't have it. Yeah, I was looking for the sound effects. I don't have it. I was gonna play the whole one. That's no good. Howard will be the crypt keeper after he's gone. Keeping that crypt going on. All right, so I'm just gonna do it this way. This. You son of a. Stick. Silence. You catch up. Paying for the crypt. Optimus Prime. I'll post a pic. You can post a pic of your crypt? I'd like to see that. Show us your crypt. Everybody, post pics in Discord of your crypt. Please. What do you plan on doing with your afterlife? I plan on stopping. That's what I'm gonna do. Stop. Oh, I can do that. It's right next to my mom and dad's. Well, there you go. Nothing wrong with planning ahead, Howard. Plan ahead of time. I was pretty fortunate that my parents took steps ahead of time and prepared for their arrangements for when they passed on. Saved us a lot of effort that we otherwise wouldn't have been able to do. Let's try and get this corner rounded down a little bit. Protruding corner there. Okay, so this has no sandpaper on the one side, so I can put the edge right up against here and rip it right off the back, just like that. It's exactly what I wanted to do because I wanted to make another piece, sand it again. Isn't that wonderful? So that worked out perfectly, just as I had hoped. Buck says I won't need a crypt. Prop me up outside a Cracker Barrel. I say you use my corpse to pull pranks on your friends. All right, we're going to go with this glue again. Just sits up a little quicker, a little easier for me to deal with. Got it cleaned up nice now. So it should adhere pretty well onto there this time. And if I don't move it, so what happens is I go to put the meat clamps on it and it slips. And then after that slips, it loses its cohesion and it stops the reaction. And you can't restart the reaction. There's nothing worse than when your reaction stops and you can't restart it. Where's the lid? The lid on this stuff. Alex says, if Howard joins on Wednesday, he'll no longer be a ghost or a poltergeist. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No matter what happens, you will still be Carp, Alec. Actually, you'll still be Carp. Don't look at that. Oh, I didn't put the other lid on. No wonder my stuff always dries out. Ridiculous. I think I'm gonna try my like this location here. He's looking down, looking weird. Looks like I'm looking at my own hands. Don't want that. That's awful. Just give me 1 second here. All right. So that's on there better. A little more finishing up on it now. He says if I join Wednesday, they can't have you join because I'll be too fat. There won't be enough space for the two of us. This live stream ain't big enough for the two of us. Someone's gotta step aside. Okay. little more gently this time. I was pretty aggressive with it there a minute ago. Pop the back right off. I got 12 viewers in the chat. Whoever's here, welcome to my ship show on YouTube. For some reason, you tuned into Trek Mods. All right, that's pretty good. Alex says we can share the newbie slot. Howard? Just get down in there a bit. Howard says, I'm not a newbie. And don't call me Shirley. Surely we can share the newbie spot. I'm not a newbie. And don't call me Shirley. All right, that's looking pretty cool right there. I think that's good enough. All right, I'm getting to glue this one on. I'm tired of working on this piece. I want to work on something else. Like so. Like so. That. Stories with the meat clamps. Okay, so we got these two little holes here, and obviously what I'm going to do is, well, I don't know, let's see, I got a couple choices. I got these little nips, or I got these little deals here. So do I cut this off of the, right? So do I cut this apart and just add the little nibs? Or do I leave this on here and add it in like a, be like a raised bit? Flip it the right way. It'd be like a sticking up raised bit, something like that. Any opinions? My fine feathered friends out there? Okay, so I got this. That's a little too large to sit on there. That's a little too big. This is looking good, Jody. Mary says, definitely not one and the same. He says, oh, come on, Howard. Surely we can both occupy Woody Wednesday unless you don't want to make people wonder if we are one and the same person like Jordan and Andrew. No, I don't think anyone will make that mistake. Just thought it would be funny to say. All right. Oh, see, Alec, Mary has met Howard in person. Had the chance to even give him a hug. We visited Howard's farm. We met some of his cows and met his buddy. was a really nice visit. It was super cool. Okay, so this is like too big. So I'm going to put those right here. Right on this part. Like that. Yeah. So a little bit of excess on there from the sprue. Just give that a little rub. Just give that a little rub. And a little tug. So there you go. You can fix anything with a rub and tug. Right there. Howard says, oh no. I know when to shut my soup flappers and read instructions and work slower. My soup flappers. I love it. I know when to shut my soup flappers. I can be quieter. Like Buck, only more brutal. Uh-oh. More brutal than Buck? Buck's not brutal. That's so cool. Bet it was nice. He was such a nice guy. Yeah, Howard is a super nice guy, dude. And to meet him in person is even better than on the streams here. He's just a really nice dude. Very happy, smiling. Made us feel really welcome to his farm. Okay, where's me goo? All right, we'll just get a little this again. A little goo on there. A little goo on you. Goo. That. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Make it sleazy. Hey, there we go. Okay. We're getting greebly with it. Okay, so I've got this. That's off somewhere off the NX-01. Howard says, "Aw, thanks, Joel. You're gonna make me cry." I'm not trying to make you cry, man. Yeah, I really enjoyed meeting you and visiting you. You're a very, very nice man. Alex says, I mean, when I was just learning about planking, wasn't planking a fad in like the early 2000s or mid 2000s? Everyone was doing that. He actually made a small video on Discord to help me explain how. Oh, cool. Mary says, if we're lucky, maybe next year we'll have time for a little visit again. Yes, maybe even on the way to Wonderfest before we get there. Looks like a baby ISS module. Yeah. Kind of does. Get in there. Let me see you. Let us look at you. There we go. We see you. This is like one of the little back pieces off the little engineering crystal or whatever. I don't know. It's a piece on the NX-01 that I did not use. So I'm going to use it here. And it's going to go right here. And it's going to go right here. And it's going to go right here. There we go. Right there. Really big. Really nice. Really cool. Okay, this is interesting, but it's weird. Don't know what to do with it. Let's see. Maybe I can use these little, so these are like the cooling tubes or the chilling tubes that go along the NX-01 nacelles, right? So, what if... Okay, so what if we get rid of that a little bit first of all? Chop that off. Okay, that just twisted off. I was trying to keep that together. I was gonna try to loop it around here somehow. Okay, let's see. Maybe if I can just give that a little bend. Well, April next year might get interesting. That's when my girl is supposed to come. That's awesome. Because she got accepted to the University of Michigan. She mentioned me coming there for a few weeks. That's awesome, Howard. That would be cool. I think it's more closer to the end of May. I think it's probably around the same time every year, eh? And yes, Alec, it is in the same place every year, apparently, as far as I know. Hopefully we can do that. Yeah, that'd be cool. So far, it has been. Well, that's awesome. Congratulations, Howard's girlfriend. Hope she enjoys her classes. All right. So I'm going to give this a little bit of a flattening. Mary says, that is great news, Howard. Yes, it is. And Mary saw the pictures you posted on Discord, and she says your girlfriend looks very lovely. I hope it all works out great for you guys. If anyone deserves happiness, it's somebody like you, man. She won the full graduate scholarship for her tuition and academic stuff for her studies. Awesome. Good for her. No 40 Creek in my coffee tonight. It's just plain there. That's a little flatter. So I'll make sure to do that and that. The opposite sides. More. Smooth this out. Just want to flatten it so it adheres better to the thing there. Let's see. Let's see if I can get down in there for a sec. See if I can get my other camera down and see what I'm doing. Like that. I got this like flexible thingy here. One second.
A little bit, or even just
Okay.
tilt it just a little bit.
Okay.
Just so you know.
So my assistant producer here is giving me some tips on my camera placement. Trying to figure it out. Because whenever I was leaning down, all you can see is the top of my forehead. I'm trying to get in there. Oh, what's everybody saying? Wonderfest will always be in Louisville, and it's always the last weekend in May, first weekend in June. Okay, same time, same place. Same bat time. Oh, now I'm looking where my camera was, and it's not there anymore because I was trying something different. That didn't work. I'll try putting it back where it was. Oh. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Hold on. I know I have that one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a better view. All right. Sorry, let me catch up here. Have you had... I just had that on the screen. Have you had to change any of that sanding paper? No, I have not. The sandpaper is really resilient and it cleans up pretty good. Like you just rub it with an eraser or something like that. Even as you rub more stuff on it, it just cleans out. Because it's made for filing brass and stainless steel frets, so it's very tough sandpaper. This one's starting to wear out a little bit on the end here because I used that a lot. But this side I haven't used much. This side's really smooth. But this side I use most. It's not super high grain or super low grain. Like it's pretty high grain. I'm not sure. It's about a 600 maybe. So Alex says, thanks for letting me know, Buck. I have some saving and planning to do so the poltergeist can haunt you in person next year at Wonderfest. Buck says, you can't haunt me if I don't give you my room number. Always thinking. That's right. I didn't know what room Buck was in last year either. Had us all stumped. All right, now let's see if I can get... So I want to put just this like... Okay, so I'm going to cut them off right at this line here. Like that. Look at this. Look at that. Okay. Oh, I did it again. Dang it. I was making a joke about the nickname you guys gave me. You'll need to leave soon. It'll take a while to get from Phoenix to Louisville on a bike. Or it says we'll have to get into those kitty straps with the armband so him and Ian Jr. can stay together at Wonderfest. The leash. It wasn't me. I think it was Howard. So what you did was my name in Discord. Oh, I thought you were changed it, Alec. I didn't know other people could change your name. I thought you were changing it a bunch of times. I was like, oh, cool. Alex going with it and embracing the nickname. Because the only reason they keep teasing you is because you react to it. The more you go, I'm not an alien, the more you're going to be teased and called an alien. That's all. So don't give them the reaction they're looking for. Or just keep giving us the reaction because that's part of the fun. And you're playing along with the fun, which is fun. Fun's always fun. I like fun. Fun's fun. Do you guys like fun? Who doesn't like a little bit of fun? Okay, so I cut that totally the wrong angle. Let's go like this. Like so. Run this one along the other edge like this, right there. Just like that over there. Just put it on. Put it on, put it down. Just bend a little bit. I didn't bend it. I gotta bend it a little bit. Howard says, I paid for these name changes? I said I own the place. Buck says, even flying, you can't bring that much with you. Very likely things will get borked. Yeah, well, I didn't fly, and I borked a couple things on the way there. But that was just because of me shifting stuff around in my car. Moving stuff, putting it on top of the box like a jerk. Like a careless jerk. Okay, press this on like it's a Lee nail. Get on there. Because, you know, the Cardassians love those press-on nails. They're totally fake, those lizard-lipping lollygaggers. Those scaly scallywags. Those green-skinned goons. I'm gonna have to make myself a fresh coffee. So if I step away for a moment, just going to make a coffee. I'll keep you occupied with the chat here. We'll have fun until Grandpa takes our clamps away. Clampaw is gonna take your clamps. Howard says maybe you can get a plane ride next to Todd and he can hold it for you or hold your hand. I'm sure he would love the company. Yeah, Todd would really appreciate that. I think a flight from Phoenix to Louisville together would just be ducky.
I think he'd say go fuck yourselves.
I think it was him doing it. He just wants to blame me. Maybe he has multiple personalities. And so does he. I see what you did there, Buck. Hey, maybe he has multiple personalities. I'm not detecting a personality. Stop. We need 450 cc's of mojo. There's no personality. I need a personality injection. There it is, Paco, having a drink of water. Okay, that's a little dry. That looks pretty cool. I like that. Couple little extra deets on there. Got an empty space here, which I'll fill in with something. The 600 voices in my head are always talking. When they go silent, I begin to wonder what they're thinking. They're plotting. When the voices in your head go silent, they're planning something. They're planning on something. You know, maybe I could trim that and double it up. Pop it into the side there. Pop it like it's hot. So I have 2 of them. Or I can get this going right. Oh, that's not bad. Hi, dog. Oh, I almost ran my dog over with my chair. Oh my God, you're. Oh, Alec. Now Alec is declaring his sanity. I'm sane, Buck. Buck's trying to drive you nuts. You're gonna have Alec running through the streets of Phoenix going, I'm sane! I'm sane! I swear! I'm not an alien! Or a robot poltergeist! I'm sane! How are you mounting these? I'm curious. I know how you're mounting the shuttle bay. How are you mounting these fins and where? One fin.
Stink.
One fin's going on the back end of this. I've cut it off so it's shorter than it's supposed to be. One's going on there, and the other one is going on the underside of the shuttle bay. Probably facing forward because I don't want it to interfere with the, well, that'll be the bottom of it. So maybe this will be the top, and that'll be like that. Right, and then all the funky details will be on the underside of it. Buck says crazy alien robot poltergeist. Confused, insane alien poltergeist Frank. Okay. This is getting out of control. This is getting out of hand. Let me just see if I can. Oh, I don't have the alien ones. I'll have to.
Get some added.
I'll have to get some of the sound effects added here. Don't really have too many. Oh, what happened? What did I do? Oh, I closed the chat and I lost you guys. Gross. My dog just farted. That's terrible. Oh. Oh, why do I feed that guy? I gotta stop giving him food. Poggo. I'm not the one changing my own name on Discord, Buck. Howard says, sorry, I've been binge watching Final Destination. Looking at a lot of gory death. Buck says, hi, Mary. I hear you laughing in the background. Yeah, Mary's laughing at my discomfort from the smell of the dog fart. She's probably blaming the dog. It was probably her.
I was not. It was the dog. You're an asshole.
Well, if it was you, I would have heard it.
That was gross.
I would know the difference. I know it wasn't you. Buck says, if you're not doing it, why does it keep changing?
Yeah, Alec.
Does the dog fart kill Tori? Tori's gone to bed.
I wish the dog fart killed Tori.
Yeah.
Sorry.
One of these days, I'm just going to defenestrate him.
No, I put him to bed like a while ago.
That's good. Okay. Back to the task at hand here. I was dealing with my coffee situation. So I gotta figure out what to do here. I also have another set of that stuff. And I've got the little, you know what? Let's take the little piece that was in the middle of it, flatten that out while I read. No, it's not her. Out of control, crazy alien robot poltergeist. Wait, now your name is Kit? Kim? I'm not out of control or crazy. And I was talking about Ensign Kim from Voyager. Yeah. Admiral, you mean Admiral Kim. Admiral, hold on a sec. I wonder if I could get... We could call him Rambling Excessively Robot Alien Poltergeist Confused Ian Jr. Oh my god. Stay strong, Alex. Stay strong. Just pretend you're a duck and it's water rolling off your back. They tease you because they love you. Talking about Harry Kim like he's a real person. That's crazy. Yeah. I'm sure there's it wasn't... Didn't we know a guy named Harry Kim? The guy who owned the store, wasn't his last name Kim? Harry and June? There you go. So Harry Kim is a real person. He's the guy that used to own the Quickway here in town.
I don't know if that was his actual name or if that was just the name that he chose.
Well, his Korean name is probably not Harry, but I'm sure his last name is probably Kim. And he just probably just picked a Canadian name or an American style name. Because I'm sure June's not a traditional Korean name either. Yeah, he's a really nice guy. When I worked at the golf course, he'd be out there golfing all the time. It was really nice. And they sold the store and moved to a different place, and they got a different store.
Long Lake.
Minnow Lake.
Long Lake.
Long Lake?
Long Lake.
Howard says, I think I broke Mary.
I think so.
Stop twisting my words, Buck. You're making it sound like I believe Star Trek is more than a... Well, I don't think Buck's making fun of you there, Alec. Specifically, he's making fun of other people out there that take it way too seriously. Like, you know, there's sticking with the story and respecting what's canon, and there's also, you know, I'm the one telling this story and writing it, so back off. Right? Like, yeah, not every show is going to be the same as every other show because they're made by different people, different writers with different experiences and, you know, different messages they want to get out. And that's what it's all about in the first place, is allowing everyone's message to be heard, giving everybody a voice. That was the original intent of YouTube, was to just have a free platform where everyone could express themselves and have their voice heard and leave comments on the screen when they're live streaming. But it's changed. It's changed a lot. Howard says you twist your words like you twist your wood. Fast and hard. Fast and hard. Pinch and twist. I didn't twist your words. I can't reach them from here. Ooh. You know, Buck, that reminds me. When I say I can't reach your words from here. Do you remember? Oh, hold on a sec. This isn't working here. There. Oh, what happened? Lost it. We lost it. One sec. What happened? Disconnected for some reason. There we go. We are back. Technical difficulties. I think I hit the button when I did it again. Oh, you know what it is? Probably the cord. Bet you it's the plug. Power, the cable going to the computer. I betcha. Same thing that happened to me last time. Why is it going to that? Stop doing that. There. Okay. So when I move my back, hold on. Oh my God. I'm bad at this. Hey, look at that. You can see me again. Okay, so when I move the phone too much, I guess I got to get a different cable or use one that's not on an adapter or something like that. I was trying to get a better view to avoid the ugly top of my head there, but you guys will have to deal with it. Let's see, where was I? Oh yeah, I was gonna say, because Buck's comment about twisting your words. The show Get Smart. Does anybody remember that show with Don Adams? And they wanted to have like a secret conversation. So they'd be like, lower the cone of silence. Lowering the cone of silence. And this big plastic dome would come down over their heads around the desk, and they'd be talking. And like literal text is appearing in the screen. And the more of a conversation they had, the words started piling up and overlapping each other. And then they're like squinting and trying to read the words. And they're like pushing them out of the way. And they're like, oh, I can't read this. Raise the cone of silence. Oh my God, that was the best show. Anybody remember that? I bet you some people remember that. Alex says, I didn't twist anything from the Constitution yet. That's in pack 4. So you got to twist stuff. Crazy alien robot duck. So you're planning to twist the Constitution, but why? I'm a card now. Why are you worried about the PAX 6 when you haven't even got pack 2? Okay, you guys can have this. You guys can have this talk. Since when are there cannons in Star Trek? They have cannons. The NX-01 had didn't have phaser cannons or laser cannons. I think it had laser cannons. And they got pulse phase cannons, and they got disruptor cannons, and Counselor Troy had some cannons there. for a while. Dr. Beaverly Cruncher, sporting a bit of cannons herself. There are plenty of cannons in Star Trek. Howard says, how's your new table set up now? It's getting pretty good. It's getting there. I don't know if I can. Here, check this out. If I can get over, look at this. Right here. Put this like a little metal basket drawer right in the corner. And I couldn't use this anywhere else before because if you put anything on top, it warps down and the drawer wouldn't work. But now I have it bolted to the bottom of the desk, and it's perfect. And it's a big L-shaped desk, L for Leroy, but the L is backwards because my camera is mirrored, so I'm backwards. I'm a backwards Leroy. So yeah, table's setting up pretty good. Alex says, Blue Dream? Yeah, Blue Dream, man. You never tried that stuff? Should go get some. Agent 99 was hot. Yeah, Barbara Feldon. That show was from the 60s or 70s. Don't remember. Yep. Alex asking, what's Blue Dream? It's a dream that's blue. I blame Alec, Jody. Well, around here, you can go into certain stores and get a certain product called Blue Dream, which is just a certain variety of said grander scale product. And it's actually not blue, it's green. So that's what Blue Dream is around here. Loved Get Smart for sure. Yeah, it was a great show. He'd flip the heel of his shoe and he had like a phone in his shoe. Basically had a cell phone in, the 60s. I wonder if they had Blue Dream in the Orville or Star Trek, maybe in Star Wars. Wonder if they had Blue Dream. I'm sure they got some kind of equivalent in the Star Wars, Star Trek universe. Any more left to do on the desk that will allow you to join Woody Wednesday? No, not really. Not putting details in the desk. It just needed to be solid and functional and big enough. 1965 to 1970. Thank you, Howard. Get Smart. So that aired before I was born. All right, I've talked enough about. Oh, look at that free file when I picked up my pliers there. So I got the little. It kind of looks like a little pill, a little capsule. I'm gonna stick that down. Let's put a little more glue on my thing there. Just pull that. So I'm gonna put that right here. Right like that. Are you okay there, Paco? Paco's over there choking on his own rage. Okay, so this I think I'll trim. Trim it like that. Let's see if I can get this kind of in there. This. Right. If you wanted to join Woody Wednesday, Alex, start buying some wooden kits. I actually do have something made of wood that I could use, that I could work on when I join. It's not a model kit. It's a thing that I made myself. Maybe I'll pop in on the next one just for a bit to show it to you guys. I think you guys would like it. and I do have to make some repairs on it. Yeah, I can see what you're talking about there, Mary. Top of my ugly head there. Missed it by that much. Yeah. Missed it by that much. Chief, what are you doing here? So he was also the voice of Inspector Gadget, and Inspector Gadget was kind of based on Agent Maxwell Smart. Those look like they could be used to grab ships, wreckage, asteroids, or scrap. Oh. I mean, like the little arms. Yeah. It's looking like a little, too bad maybe I could put a pin so it pivots. I don't know. I'm not going to do that. So, again, right there. Just kind of... like that. Stuck to me. Stuck dirty to me. Let's try it this way. That's actually better. I like it better that way. Buck says bedtime for Bonzo. So I know what that show is. I never saw it though. That was too old for me. That was a show starring Ronald Reagan and a chimpanzee, was it not? Good night, Buck. Watch out. The poltergeists may haunt your dreams. Yes. The poltergeists are haunting your dreams. Don't go into the light. Be careful. Don't go in the light. Okay, zing zing. Zoom zoom. Because it has this little protrusion on the end of it here. Right there. And it kind of looks like it's going into this little cylinder piece. Like a so. Like a so. Oh. Uh-oh. That stuck really fast. Try that again. Take two. That. Like that. More like that. There. More like that. Why is it? I need to get light on this angle like that so we can see the details. My lights are too bright. All right. Time is 12:40. All right, well, a little spot right there. Any details there? Cam saying goodnight, Buck. Buck says, I ain't afraid of no ghosts. About 2, you established that both Howard and myself are both poltergeists. Who said Howard's a poltergeist? Must be talking to Buck. Cam says, looking good. All right, so we need some details right here, bud. The little chunk I cut off the end is gone. It flew away because I didn't secure it before I snipped it off. Which is silly of me. Very, very silly. Silly me. I wonder if I put my... I'm risking disconnecting it here. That. Now all I can see is my lights. There. I need professional assistance. Man. You know what I could do? There. Just do that. Just gonna do it like that. It's easier, simpler. Not worried about that. Looks great, bud. Thanks, buddy. Does look pretty groovy. So I can use this little bit again. Leave the little protrusions on it. Give it the rub down. There, so put it on the other side. Sort of right there. Looks like a tank or something. Like some kind of chemical storage or energy storage tank. It's kind of cool. I've got more guitar strings. I could do like I did on the 7D there. Use guitar strings, link it together with some pieces. Just see what I have. There. So I'm just going to use a piece of this. That's enough right there. So I'm just going to cut a super narrow piece of this to kind of mimic a guitar string without having to look for the guitar strings. Because I don't feel like doing that right now. Oh no, I just stuck my finger in the little drop of glue. But that's okay. That doesn't matter. Okay, ridgy side up. It's a ridgy side. The suspect was charged with ridgy side. Kind of like regicide, but just if you attempt it near a ridge. Oh, shit, it got flipped over. Ridgy side up, man. all sticky. It's all sticky everywhere. There, that kind of looks like a tube going to it, like a pipe. Just laid a little bit of pipe. Okay, we need more deets. More details. Ooh, look at this piece I cut out of the top here when I relocated that bridge sort of module thing. There's that. There's another part. This has a lot less detail on it. Just got a couple lines. But there's only one. I'm looking for symmetrical looking things. If I was smart, I would have put a layer of this right over the whole thing before I started putting stuff on it, and then I would have those panel grooves underneath. But I didn't think of that. That'll have to be, that'll have to do. Let's get something on the ends. This one too. I didn't put anything on these ends right here. Actually, I like this one better than this one. Turned out better. Maybe. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Okay. Just flatten this so I can glue it. This one too. Okay, so this can be like this and like this. And then go down to there. That can be like that. Yes, that's better. Okay, so this is here and here. All right, so I'm just gonna cut into this a little bit more. Got that turned the wrong way, turn it this way, so it goes straight down. Okay, so there's enough room to put this on. Sort of right on the side. It'll take a little bit more. Ten more minutes until I'm free. Someone turning off the fences. Are you at work? You at work, Alec? Is that why you're trying to get free? I want to be free. I want to break free. File the side of that a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to put this like that. So that's going to go kind of right here. This one's going to be like that. And then this guy is going to bend down and attach to the front. So right there. drop. There. Oh, whoopsie. Lots came out. A little spoogey. Got a little spoogey there. Oh, hey. Forward. There we go. Hey, Jordan's not the only one that has to battle the glue. What have I missed? Sending love notes. Well, that you didn't miss anything over here, buddy. What you're doing is more important than what I'm doing. I'm just gluing little plastic bits. Didn't really miss much. I was boring. I figured out how to add this little bit on the edge here, and I figured out the shape I needed to trim it. Just giving it a chance to sit, and that's gonna go down like that, right there. So it kind of looks like a little railing on there now. Is out of frame. Are those going to have lights? Yeah, I'm trying for these to have lights, yes. I'm trying for these to have lights. So I got these grooves here carved out. I think I'm going to get rid of the yellow paint, and I think I'm just going to cut these tips right off. And I'll put like a clear, I was trying to put something in there with these little pieces, but it's kind of hindering that plan. So if I get rid of those, this one's already kind of busted anyways. This one ended up getting really thin and it broke. So if that's gone, right, that makes it a lot easier for me to put a little something sticking out of there. Fiber optic or a little clear piece of plastic, something, because it's thick enough in here that I can put some little lights in here, but not really here. Right, this is going to sit on top, so it doesn't leave me a lot of room in there because that's flat on the bottom. But I can put lights in just for the tips, because if you look at the picture, well, I don't have the box handy. If you look at the box, yeah, those are lit up. They're like just little glowing bulbs. Oh, that came undone. Any little I do have little clips somewhere. But I think it came undone because I bumped it. Alright, so same thing here, right there, like this. Would red be better than yellow? You know what, red probably would look pretty cool. I'm not really concerned with keeping it the color that it's shown. You know me, it doesn't have to be exactly like it was in the show or like it shows on the box. If it looks cool, then I'm happy with it. So yeah, I might try red. Just depends on what color I do have some tiny little LEDs that are part of the kit that Donnie was very nice and sent me here, this kit of resistors. And they give you like a bonus thing of these tiny LEDs, but I don't know how to use them yet. There's a bunch of red ones. I don't know what to do with those. So I'll probably just use the usual ones that I do and just color the light bulb. Okay, so we're going to take a nice chunk out of this side here now. Something bit right there. Right there. Let's see if I can be a little more proficient with this one. Oh, I didn't sand away the side. Already off to a bad start. There, just get rid of that a little bit. Stick my finger in it. Right in the glue. It's awkward. Okay, I'm going to hold it down with these here for a second. Hey, Ricardo was here. Hey, Shark. I'll put you on the screen in a second there. I just gotta hold this down. Ah, it popped up the other side. Son of a bitch. Son of a. Get down there. Hold that. Push that. Hold that. And I'll just hold that. Dash in. Hey, Ricardo. Hi, Ricardo. How's it going with you, man? How's the life in the Yucatan? More glue. Hey, Alec and Howard. So you just joined here, Ricardo. What I'm doing is I'm making little underside bottom detail panels for the bottoms of these forky pieces that go on the tail of the Cardassian ship. It's very rainy, really. Yeah, the Yucatan Peninsula has a rainforest. So I guess it would be pretty rainy. Why won't that stay? Stay there, you son of a bugger. Alex says, and Jody, the fences are down. I am free. Free in the park. Oh, hopefully the batteries in your shock collar are fully charged. That doesn't want to stay. I gotta clean out the crud. It should stay. Stay there. Not that much tension on it. Looks cool. So I totally rearranged the Cardassian Galor class ship. I got this part that's supposed to be on the nose sitting there. Made like a pylon for it to sit up on. Cut the tail short. And I took the extra piece that I cut away And I'm making a little shuttle bay for the underside. I'm trying to hold this in place. There we go. Glue that on. So there's that. As I clawed it off, I am the Indominus Rex, free to cause chaos. The mighty Indominus Rex. Alright, so that's one of my little underside. That's actually. Alright, so there's the kit part. Here's the piece I made out of little scraps of plastic. One of these things is not like the other. Okay, so that's going to go like that. So I'm doing this because I wanted to have two of these sort of prong detail things. Let's just zoom out. Just do that for a second. All right. So this being on here, well, I guess so. Right. So normally the tail end is this. It comes out longer, and then this little bit. Thank you, Cam. That looks great. Thank you very much, sir. Right. So then this will be sitting on the top. Right. At least that's what it shows on the box. This little bit right here sits up on top. And looks like that. It's got a top and bottom. So this has been removed. This is now my shuttle bay for the back, right? So that goes together like this. I'm going to put some details. I'm going to have the shuttle bay doors open. So we'll have some shuttles in there. Donnie said he's going to make me some little shuttles, which is super awesome of him. There's a side piece for this somewhere. It popped off and I need to put it back on. So this is going to go down here. It's going to go at the bottom as like a little shuttle pod or, a secondary vehicle pod or whatever. Maybe a cargo hold, something like that. Something like that. I think this is supposed to be the shuttle bay area now that I look at this. I don't know. I don't know a lot about this ship, and it's been like 30 years since I saw an episode of Deep Space Nine. But usually when you get a ridge panel like this, it's the shuttle doors. That's pretty big, though. That would be huge. Well, I guess it's the same size as the one I'm making. So, yeah. It's not that crazy, but... So I'm going to have two of these little prong pieces here. So I wanted to make a bottom part for them. Here's the one I made last night. So there's what I've done. After one, I think I'll be winding it down here pretty soon anyways. So I'll show you what I did. Made those. This one's pretty cool. So we've got the impulse engines from the Reliant. There. That's better. There, we can see it. Okay, so that's the Reliant impulse engines. And this is just little sprue bits that were holding these pieces from the NX-01 together. So these are like the cooling pipes that go along the nacelles of the NX. More bits of it there. There's more bits of it there. And we got these like little fin parts in here from the Excelsior nacelles. We got this little detail piece in here that was off the NX-01 kit. And I think that's enough little details on there. That looks pretty good. Wow, it's so bright. It's like really dark. This camera is like really, really good at low light situations. So there we go. Here's the front end. Looking like that. We've got all our lights inside already. Right there and right there. We got lights in our little neck piece. We've got lights in these, I guess, vents. I don't know. Blue lights anyways. I made some of them yellow, some orange. And then these, you stick all these little pyramids on. So those are yellow. And I got lights in behind those. A lot of lights on this thing. What's the front piece made of? Which front piece you talking about? Right here? This front piece? This? That's clear plastic, if that's the one you mean. That's the kit part. So this bridge module piece here is supposed to go right on the nose, sticking out off the front. So this front piece right here is, I think it's supposed to be their deflector. I don't know. It could be a weapon. On the box, it shows it blowing glue. Blowing glue. It's totally blowing glue. Glowing blue. It blew. But it protrudes outwards. I put it in backwards. I painted it on the inside there, and I put it in inwards, concave. Just to be me, you know what I'm saying? Great work. Thank you, Ricardo. Appreciate that, man. It's going to be cool to meet you if you make it to Wonderfest next year. That's going to be awesome. So there's all lights all in here because we got clear parts. These. And I guess these are supposed to be our, like, bussards, I guess. Blowing glue. Yes, blowing glue. I think that's a hot glue gun. Your hot glue gun blows glue. I blew glue all over the place. Okay, so this is gonna mount on. I'm gonna make like a pylon that goes. It's a freaking piece, man. I need it to hold this together. There it is. Like that. Like so. Like this. Okay, like that. And we'll have like our little shuttle bay right there. Alright, and then this is going to be like a pylon that mounts to that and goes, connects to the bottom of the ship, like so. So I've got that, and then I've got this other piece. These are from the Excelsior kit. Didn't use those because I covered it in with something else. So I got those to use. And I'm gonna extend the back part here and make like a hole so it looks like a lift. So there's more shuttles stored underneath. So it'll give you like maybe the hint that there is one, right? Paint some lines on it that looks like a landing area. All right. So with that being said and shown and done, just do this again. Just do like that. There we go. Just do this. I'll take a look at you guys, and I'm going to say thanks to all you guys who tuned in, everyone that was watching Andrew's stream and carried over to tune into mine. Thank you. I appreciate it very much. Howard, of course, as always, thank you for the dashings. Appreciate that. Todd, too, thank you for the generous gift, you guys. Appreciate that so much. Everyone in the comments here, Alec Buck, Ricardo's here, Imadawa, Cam was here. Thanks, Cam, for watching, buddy. Appreciate it so much. Andrew stopped in to say hi and good night. What else we got here? So yeah, there was a few of us. I appreciate all you guys tuning in. I had fun working on this. Put a little bit more detail into it than I thought I was going to. There we go. So we got that. Put a little bit more work into that than I expected I was gonna. Found some little details on there. That's gonna be cool. We're gonna get this lit up, figured out. I wanted to work on the shuttle bay, so we'll get our little shuttle bay. Wait a second. How about now? Right? Just because I took this one away. Okay, so I'll just leave this on. That was when my microphone lost the audio. Am I back? Shows that I'm back. Yeah. Yeah, because this one was my pointing at it with my mouse, like you guys can see my mouse. This one's my microphone, so when I removed it from the screen, I went away. But I am going to go away. I'm going to remove myself from the screen. Thank you guys for tuning into my ship show, my little mod of treks here on YouTube. So you'll probably see me maybe tomorrow on Sunday Fun Day. Might join in and work on this a little bit with the rest of the guys. Tune in on Monday for Donnie, working on the Orville. You don't want to miss that. It's going to turn out super good. Donnie's Orville is awesome. Yes, lost that. Okay, I fixed it. Yeah, Tuesday we got Keith Kronos 1. We got Buck working on something. We'll see what Buck's doing. Probably the jail wagon. And then we got Wood Wednesday. I might pop in and show you guys something that I made out of wood, just as a little surprise. Needs a repair. We'll have Jordan on Thursday. And then back to Friday Fun Day with the group stream and all the Yahoos getting crazy on Friday night. So everybody have a great week. We'll see you on all the various streams throughout the week. Thanks again for tuning into Trek Mods. Keep on trekking. Take care. See you guys later. End stream. Yes.